Smart choice, doll. You couldn't handle seeing what I've lived through.
Ain't your memories I'm worried about absorbing, sugar. It's your twisted ethics and lousy attitude.
I am happy that you and Remy have chosen to fully embrace your love.
Thanks, Ro. Some folks don't trust Remy, but I do, with my life.
As do I. But even so, a future with him will be full of challenges.
No kidding. This was supposed to be our honeymoon. Can't imagine what comes next.
I have heard that your natural abilities have caused you much strife over the years.
True enough. My mutant powers ain't exactly made things a walk in the park.
I could take them away once and for all, give you the life you always dreamed of.
Oh, I've already got that, and I wouldn't trade any of it, the good or the bad, for the world. You don't happen to have any superpowers you want to loan me, do you, sugar?
Sorry, all my skills were developed the old-fashioned way. Hard work and training.
Even with all the powers I've absorbed, nothing beats blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, given plenty of those over my years. Trying to keep up with everyone. Whew. Eh, looks like you and I are on the same squad this time around, Rogue.
Well, the gal who can absorb powers and the fella who ain't got none. What a pair.
With a little effort and trust, any partnership can work. Even the most unlikely.
You're talking to someone who had a fling with Deadpool, sugar. Trust me, some team-ups just ain't meant to be.
Is it true you can absorb people's memories?
Afraid so. An unfortunate side effect of my mutant power, sugar.
Better refrain from petting me then. I may be cute, but my past is pretty ugly.
Noted. But if we're being honest, whose ain't?
I see the way the others look at you. They fear your touch more than they do mine.
Better back off, lady, or you're gonna find out why.
Oh, are you going to siphon my soul? Please, that's one of my oldest tricks.
I'd end up taking a whole lot more, and trust me, neither of us wants that. Hey, T'Challa, you got room for some mutants in that space empire of yours?
I thought your people had their own sovereign nation.
Yeah, and we've also got a planet full of people that hate and fear us in every timeline.
Sadly, that never changes, no matter how far we may go. I have learned that well.
Rumor has it you and Gambit tied the knot. Should I be happy or concerned?
Ain't nothing you need to worry about, sweetie. I can handle Remy just fine.
Honestly, my concern was whether or not Remy could handle you.
From you, Magic, I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Those other heroes better watch out, 'cause the gloves are off.
A bit of advice. You might want to keep them on around me, Rogue.
Why, sugar? Afraid I'm gonna absorb that dazzling personality of yours?
Honestly, it's which one you're gonna absorb that worries me the most.
Ready to help me put the other team on ice, Rogue?
Uh-huh. I just wish I'd brought an extra layer of clothing with me.
What's the matter? Too cold for comfort?
Well, let's just say shivering around you reminds me why I liked growing up in the South.
If you need to absorb my special abilities, Rogue, I'm here and I'm ready.
Well, thanks, sugar, but I can't think of a single scenario where I'd need to talk to squirrels.
Really? 'Cause I can think of, I don't know, maybe 100 off the top of my head?
Well, then I guess it's a good thing you got those powers instead of me.
So, how can I be sure you're gonna stay on my side of the battle?
Well, I ain't sure why you'd have any doubt, sugar.
Your name is literally Rogue. How do I know you won't go... you?
Fair enough. Luckily, I've spent my whole life proving myself to folks who doubt me.
I assume your recent journey with Gambit was enjoyable.
It was our honeymoon, Eric. So, yeah, that's a mild way of describing it.
I have no desire for sordid details. I simply wish to know that you are still content with your decision.
When it comes to love, things couldn't be better. If you really want to look out for me, do it on the battlefield, okay?
Your powers. I have never seen them at this level before, Rogue. Are you all right?
Don't need to worry about me, Eric. You ain't my husband, or my daddy.
No, but I am your friend. Isn't that enough?
Ah, sorry. Spent so much of my life fending for myself, sometimes I forget what it's like to have someone watching my back. I wish I could have seen Magneto's face when you showed up on Krakoa. He missed you so much, girl.
You do know my father well. In my dimension, you and he were romantically entwined.
Well, here, it's me and Remy all the way, till death do us part.
Let's make sure that vow is not one you will have to put to the test anytime soon.
How strange. You do not tremble at the sound of my thunder?
Sorry to disappoint, big guy, but I ain't never been the type who trembles.
A warrior through and through, just like the shield maidens of Asgard.
I guarantee there ain't nobody like me in any realm. This gal's one of a kind. Well, ain't you just the cutest thing to ever put on a suit of armor?
Arigato, dog. I like to think that Spider is equal parts function and fashion.
Glue a few rhinestones on it and you'll look fancier than Emma Frost, girl.
If we've got to save the time stream, we might as well look good doing it, right?
Hey, I was thinking, maybe I could take you on a private tour of the galaxy after this, huh?
You want a chance with me, sugar. You'll have to go through Gambit first.
Wait, the sleazy guy with the playing cards? Really? You're with him?
Uh-huh. So I'd play my hand carefully if I were you, because my man never folds.
The way you siphon off people's powers, you're almost like a vamp.
I ain't nothing like those nasty old bloodsuckers, Blade.
Good. Because I'd hate to have to drive a stake through your heart.
And I'd hate to have to break every bone in your body when you tried.
Your powers have increased since we last crossed paths, Rogue. I must say, you have captured the King's attention.
Well, you can have it back, Namor. I'm already spoken for. You and me ain't in the cards, so don't even bother.
Ah, but what is love if not a game of chance?
True, but I warn you, my man deals a wicked hand, and if you ain't careful, he'll blow yours clean off.
I'm gonna pause it right here. Bro, the dialogue that she has, especially after now that they're like married like in the comics, is so on point. I'm loving this. Like, nah, Namor, like, oh, yeah, no, you're right, Namor. He said, I mean, we all know Namor's a thought. We ain't gonna, Namor messing with married women back to back. He went from Sue and trying to talk to Rogue. That should tell you something. My man has no boundaries. That man's cannot. But yeah, but it's good to see, especially with the dialogues that they have. Gambit gonna slice it. Gambit gonna do more than slice him up. Like, mind you, right? And here's the thing, which a lot of people don't. I think everybody that I've heard, except for like maybe the mutants, say that Gambit's just some dude that's throwing explosive cards or just throwing cards, and it's like, y'all don't know who he is, and that shows because Gambit at one point was an Omega level mutant. He nerfed himself, and he was one of the four horsemen of Apocalypse. This nigga's actually pretty goddamn strong. He just didn't want to be that strong so he can be with the love of his life. The reasoning is there. It's self-explanatory. But to see her talk like this about him is like, mwah, chef's kiss. I love it. I'm a big nerd for them too. And that, but, I do.
That's a lot more power than you're used to, darling. I'm sure you can handle it.
Normally, I'd put on a brave face and say yeah, but I'll be honest, it's tearing me up.
I know that feeling. Every time I pop my claws. If you need a healing factor.
Then I know just the guy to touch. Thanks, Logan, for everything.
Things really went off the rails around here after you and the Cajun took off for deep space.
To be fair, Logan, it's not like life on Krakoa has ever been a walk on the beach.
Well, as Hellfire Galas go, this year's may well be one of the deadliest ever, darling.
I may have missed the main event, but at least I got to experience the after party.
I've heard you're one of the toughest X-Men ever, Rogue.
Depends on who you ask, Sugar. But today, I'm feeling at the top of my game.
Glad to hear it. We could really use a heavy hitter like you on our side.
Coming from the fella with an iron fist? Whew, you're making me blush. But don't tell Remy. Don't need to read minds to see you ain't yourself, Sugar. What's up?
Just thinking about Charles, and what he'd make of all this.
Well, I know one thing. The Prof would sure as heck be glad to see you.
I hope he can find his way home then. Wherever he is.
Better keep your distance, Sugar. My powers have been acting up.
If it comes down to it, you have my full consent to absorb my abilities.
Thanks, but you got something in you that I want nothing to do with.
Fair. We all have inner demons, and the beast is my burden to bear. If I can take the battle straight to Sholau, the tournament will be over before it starts.
Maybe. Or you could end up deep-fried dragon food instead.
It's a risk I have to take. My city is depending on me to fight in their honor.
You do you. I've been the pawn in enough games. This time I'm fighting for me.
Let the fury of heaven rain down upon our foes.
Wow, a real honest-to-goodness angel? Clearly I chose the right side.
I fear we are not the faultless creatures mortals believe us to be.
Ain't nobody perfect, Sugar, no matter how hard we try to be.
I know that look all too well, Cher. You want to tell me what's going through your pretty little head?
It's just, well, this ain't exactly the honeymoon you promised me, Remy.
I know, Mon Amour, but if we gotta be fighting this fight, at least we get to do it side by side, no?
Well, I suppose, but when this is all over, you owe me one heck of a date, mister.
Stand back, Anna Marie. Let Gambit handle this one.
Remy Etienne LeBeau. Just 'cause we're married now, don't mean you gotta protect me. I can handle myself.
Oui, je sais. I just can't imagine losing you, Cher. Not after I finally got you.
You've had me from day one, Cajun. So we're gonna do this the same way we always have. Together.
That's so poetic. Like, 'cause a lot of, like, I'm not gonna lie, like I said, being a fan of these characters since I was, like, I'm talking about a kid, like little, and seeing them, like, get, like, even in the comics, like, obviously I know they've been married for a while, but I'm talking about in the game, it's just so refreshing to see. That's just me. That's just me, though. But it's so good to see them here. Honestly, like I said, for those of you who don't know, my favorite character, 100% fold in Marvel in general, is Ghost Rider, right? But when it came to X-Men, like, I remember when I was growing up, like, to explain that, Gambit's always been my favorite X-Men member, free. Because he was one of the first people I seen as a kid, and one of the first villains I saw as a kid was Sabretooth. And I didn't because even when we had, like, we went to a toy drive, and the first, like, we could have picked anything, scooters, other toys, etc. They had a figure of Sabretooth. And I remember watching the show growing up on, like, 4Kids and seeing him, seeing Gambit and Sabretooth. And once I seen Sabretooth, I was like, I'm getting the toy free. I'm getting it. It's been years, man. That toy, mind you, going through hurricanes, it got destroyed, etc., house to house. You know how that go. But I have fond memories. One of my introduction to Marvel is the X-Men. And they're close to my heart for a good reason. Like, I grew up with all these characters, from Rogue to my boy Wolverine to Beast, etc. But Gambit has always been my favorite. Like I said, from Gambit being my favorite to seeing how all the X-Men have grown until now, it's just, I don't know, it's just beautiful to me. I love it.
Et voila. Here we are again. Back where you made me the happiest man alive in any timeline.
Shame we never got time for our first dance before the time stream entanglement hit.
So now about we make up for that right here and now, Madame LeBeau.
We got a whole lifetime of love ahead of us, Remy. But first, we got us a battle to fight. Sorry, darling. Honeymoon's over. It was either you or me, Eric. Back to the ashes for you, Phoenix. Who's the best now, bub? Stick to hunting demons, Si. Looks like the storm's finally over. You really had that coming, Emma. Remy, sugar, I can't feel you. Oh, Eric.
Oh, I got chills. Oh, I got chills. Oh my God. Oh, if you watch the new X-Men series, oh, my back, I got chills. If you know, you know. But oh my God. She said, I'm not going to rewind it. But it's back. Why I gotta get bit? That gave, if you Miss Darkman, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That gave me chills because you know what happens in the show. If any, I low-key don't want to spoil it, but if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. They always been my favorite. Oh, that's what's up. I'm glad you like it. Like, for sure. Like I said, my favorite X-Men members was, like I said, number one, Gambit, free all day. And then, but it's the people in the same circle. Because, you know, the house is separated by certain groups. Because, well, not like segregation, nothing like that. But I mean, like, everyone's a family and everybody's united. Especially the older people in the front line, from Rogue, Scott, Oro, you know, Jean, Gambit, Logan, etc. All of them were connected. You know, I could have gone on and on, Xavier, blah, blah. But the thing that's, like, you know, hype to me is that, like, we're probably, hopefully, because, like, Xavier's in the files. They're going to probably do Xavier when he's, like, at peak, standing out of, like, his chair. He got the helmet. He out here just being a menace. Like, if they put him in the game, and that most likely he's going to get that version of himself in the game. But and I hate to say this, he's just probably gonna be a villain. He's just gonna be a bad guy. he's just gonna be a straight a-hole. But like, that's the Xavier that's like in the comics that was just straight on bumpers. You know, it says Nightcrawler was my guy then too. Yeah, like that's Nightcrawler and Deadpool. Okay, so you like the merc with the mouth and you like the Catholic demon. Because that's really much what he was. Like, and mind you, I have a lot like the order of characters for me. If I had to say my favorite X-Men members, hold on, we about to have an ad soon in like 4 minutes. So I'm not gonna snooze it, I'm gonna just let it rock. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, so like you got it will go Gambit, and then from Gambit to Rogue, and then from Rogue to Nightcrawler, and then from Nightcrawler to Wolverine. And then if I had to shift over from that, Cable, and then freaking then Scott, because I have respect for Scott, you know, Cyclops. And then from him to like Bishop, I could just go on in days and days, but like it's that order of how it starts for me. Because Beast was cool to me too. I thought Beast was dope. You got Pyro, you got Iceman, you got, you know what I mean? The list can go on and on and on. Or Jubilee. Honestly, like Jubilee's under Scott for me because when I was a kid, Jubilee was just the party. She was the party girl to me. But even though Jubilee ain't weak. For those of you who thinking her power just a bunch of fireworks, Jubilee is actually pretty crazy. She's strong. But all jokes aside on that point, I thoroughly enjoyed what they did with that. But let's finish these voice lines and then we can get
keep the dream alive. Come back soon, Jeannie. We need you. Don't you go quitting on me yet, Logan. Sigh, your fight ain't over, girl. You would have made Petey proud, Snowflake. Emma's down? Well, that ain't good. That's my man. I can always count on you, Eric. You're on fire, Jeannie. That's the Logan I know and love. Wind's in your favor, Ro. No wonder they call you Magic. Dang, Emma, you made that look good.
You gave it your best, Rogue.
Maybe now you will find some peace within, Rogue.
Anna Marie! They gonna pay for this share.
Save some of them for me, Rogue.
They never stood a chance, Rogue.
You are welcome in my realm. How do you say? Sugar?
Yet another reason je t'aime, mon cher.
A shame. You would have made quite the angel, Rogue.
Never wanted it to end this way, mon cher.
That's actually pretty fire. All right, so we got to add in 2 minutes. We're gonna watch